Hi there, I'm Tom from Danfoss Cooling. Today I'll talk about the electric regulating valve type CCMT Light, which is available with steel connections and bimetal connections as seen here. The valve is designed specifically for the CO2 systems and can be used as a pressure regulator for the gas cooler, or as a gas bypass valve with back pressure regulation, or as a liquid expansion valve. Now, how do we braze this CCMT light valve with stainless steel connections into copper piping in an efficient way to ensure safe installation? We will show you that in this short video, where we will support you to make an efficient brazing to ensure a safe valve installation without future risk of refrigerant leakage. This includes correct use of solder nozzle size, flux and filler material and protection gas, having correct flow of protection gas during the brazing and doing it in the correct order, and finally avoiding to exceed max allowable temperatures during the brazing. Here you see the CCMT light valve with stainless steel connections. The valve is supplied with this easily read installation guide, which you can use to braze the valve into piping, ensuring a safe installation. Let us now go through this in practice step by step. Here you see what you need to efficiently braze the valve into the copper piping, which is a solder nozzle 4 to 6 mm, so that you can braze with correct brazing material. Correct brazing material consisting of flux material and filler material as specified here. Nitrogen protection gas to ensure a clean brazing and tight connection. And a temperature gauge to measure and avoid exceeding max allowable temperatures which might damage the internal valve gasket. Please note the filler material specified here which must not be used. Using these might cause insufficient brazing and insufficient connection between valve and piping, with risk of future refrigerant leakage. Now let's get started with the brazing. Firstly, we mount the copper piping into the valve steel connection. In this example we start with the side connection. Then we connect the supply of protection gas to the valve and ensure a flow through the valve and brazing area, as seen here. This to ensure a clean and tight brazing without risk of refrigerant leakage. It is important that the protection gas flow is from opposite side of the brazing point, so that the brazing heat is transferred away from the valve and not into the valve. Step 1 in brazing is to heat up the piping in approximately 10 to 15 seconds close to the valve connection, as seen here. This to ensure a smooth melting of brazing material and ensure a tight connection. Step 2 is to heat up the brazing area between valve connection and piping, and as step 3, simultaneously fill in with the brazing material, as seen here. Again, to ensure a correct and tight connection. While brazing, make sure that the specified max temperatures are not exceeded. After we have completed the brazing, we disconnect the supply protection gas and cool the valve with water. Do not touch the valve while it is hot. We can now repeat the whole brazing sequence for the bottom connection, as seen here. Again, ensure that the protection gas flow is correct and from opposite side of the brazing point. So to summarize, now you know how to efficiently braze the CCMT light valve with steel connections into copper piping, ensuring a safe installation. This by using correct solder nozzle size and using brazing material and protection gas in the correct way to ensure clean and tight brazing and connections, and to avoid future risk of refrigerant leakage from the connections, and avoiding to exceed the max allowable temperature during brazing. This way, avoiding overheat and damage of the internal valve gasket and avoiding having to replace the gasket. There are other online videos about how to weld this valve into stainless steel piping and braze this valve into copper piping. Have a look at these and other online videos where I talk about valves. Thanks for watching.